Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the NVIDIA GeForce Esports Festival brought to you by Colorful Technology and our amazing partner, Crucial by Micron Technology. Bringing you this casting is winning myself, Nathan Rambo Kamlesh, and along with me, Darsh. How are you doing? Another day, another game, I have to say.
Another day, another game, but guess which teams do we have today? Well, coming back to your question, I'm feeling pretty excited today to watch these teams performing. The very first set of match that we got for you guys is going to be True Reapers versus Team Bunga. Now, both of these teams have proved themselves and they are here right now. And the second match for the day is going to be Anadi Army versus Team Reckoning Esports. Now, this match is even going to be fun, but at the same time, it's going to be a nerve wracking, match for us, Rambo.
I don't know about you, but this time I'm pretty sure I'm gonna see a 13-0 because I ain't
Oh,
gonna back down for
okay.
True Rippers, my man. These guys are on fire because I've been seeing them since last season. One tap god, Crosshair, Master. Just to give you a catch up, Master was our MVP last season, so there you
Oh,
have it. Best MVP is coming back here to play. What do you think? He was MVP last time, and yeah, I think he is going to perform more today because yeah, I mean he was the MVP. And guess what's the map today? Guys, I am happy. You can see that by my face
I
right now. Guys, it is Haven. It's Haven. One of the favorite maps. Three sides, a lot of action, a lot of rotation coming in from the defenders. Well, this is gonna be an interesting game coming to you folks. But again, we have an interesting thing for you guys in chat as well. We have drops enabled today. That means you guys can win Valorant point drops today on stream. All you gotta do is stay tuned to the live stream on our YouTube channel, of course, where we'd be communicating the drops in regular intervals. Just a few questions, few hypes. If you can do it, you can win some Valorant points. And Darsh, over to you. What do you think the prediction is going to be today? What's your scoreline and what's your picks for the teams?
I'm not talking about scoreline now. Like that you already said it's gonna be 13-0. I'm not gonna talk about the scoreline, but as you said it's gonna be Haven. I'm just looking forward to the agent selection. For me, I guess it's gonna be Jet, Omen, Breach, maybe Kaio or KJ now, or a Sova. I mean, that's the main. Now these are few agent selection that we always think of when it comes to the map of Haven. But I don't know what these teams are gonna be looking forward to and picking themselves for this map. But this is gonna be an interesting map to look forward to, Rambo.
Interesting map indeed. We are going to be jumping into the agent picks in just a bit. Our admins are informing that the agent picks are going on, and we're going to be jumping into the map in another few seconds. Well, looking at what picks we have and looking at what's there on screen today, I mean, this seems to be an interesting pick that's going on. All right. So, okay.
Oh,
So there we have it, folks. We have uh the defending side, which is AKA Baba Alachi, Orange Leaf, Fraga, Chira, and Pan. On the attacking front, we have True Rippers, which is One Tap God, Duffy, Prosa, Master, and Babspai.
that's interesting. That's interesting. One tap god on Neon. It's gonna be an interesting map. Just trust me when I say that. I mean, you already made it more interesting by saying the 13-0, and be looking forward to Team Bunga. Now that you have said 13-0, Rambo, I'm just you know looking forward for Team Bunga to at least give an answer back and a good answer. But you, I cannot say exactly what is gonna going to happen between both of these teams.
Well, rightly said, but apologies for that. I think this is going to be a 13-0 game towards True Rippers. And when I say that, that's because these guys have chosen the attacking front. Haven, a map where the attacking side has the maximum potential to win the game. There's three sides, a lot of leeway for the defenders to cover, a lot of attacking points for the attackers to choke on. This is gonna be interesting, folks, because right now we are jumping into map number one in this best of one round three, which is between True Rippers and Team Bunga. Here we go, round number one. Round number one starting on. So, the B side, but of course the push is coming in towards his B side. It's going to be an all-out push right now. These guys are going in for a two attackers. I'm going to be holding from the choke point right across that big spot. Denied. Oh no, he goes back. He's quick on his feet right now. Daffy going to be the first kill on the orange leaf. 4v5 scenario, man advantage for the attackers. They have fallen back with a spike. A lot of chaos happening here for the defenders. They're trying to recalibrate where they are, pushing attackers, getting on their feet towards this seaside right now. They are making to the seaside. Plan is successful. Crosshair and one tap god are going to be getting quick consecutive back to back, and it's down to 2v5 scenario. Huge disadvantage for the defense.
Last player standing.
Right now, but Sight is going to make it work. Plant goes down, and there's one down on again with the neon in that last hit. Baba goes down.
Flawless. As I said, you get one round, you get an advantage. You get at least the Spectre buy for yourself, and I guess Team True Rippers will be looking forward to get some Spectres for themselves and make sure that the second round even rolls in for them. But right now, the aggression pushing towards the B side is inside is something that I'm looking forward to. One tap, go. Aggressive right now, but will he get punished? No, he doesn't. Players from the side of Boba, their locations have been side takes on Baba. That's going to be one tap for taking on Shira as well. A 2 versus 4 situation that we have. Spike not been planted yet, but I guess it will be planted soon, and there you go. The spike has been initiated as well.
Spike
and
planted.
The spike will be down. Our defenders again on I would say kind of problem right now. Orange Leaf is holding that position, but the position has already been compromised, and there's no chance of defenders even trying to get into the side, because you look at the way True Rippers have holded the side. Each and every position is, you just see one position, you see a player standing around there. So it's difficult for the sides of Team Bonga to even enter the side right now. Baby Sai, he knows the position of Orange Leaf. He'll be aggressing a bit more. Orange Leaf into a lot
Last
of round. There is diffusing, but Sabi will be taking him down, and that's going to be the second round rolling in for the sides of True Rippers.
Well said. I mean, that's what's happening. 2-0 quick succession for the attackers.
Caution here.
But
right here.
Okay, so we
Right
got
here.
some fanboys here for our production guy. Man,
Yep.
did you tell your friends that yeah, I think he did. Yeah, he rigged this, didn't he? Yeah, the production guy rigged this one. Yeah, his friends are on chat. Make sure you like that stream and make sure you support the production guy as well. Yep, that is Ramji. And we're going to be jumping into the third round right now. 2-0 on the board. We got the attackers pushing onto a C side right now. B is completely left off for free. It's going to be a head-on-head fight here in the C side right now. One tap block pushing in, trying to get some kills. But the flash is going to push him back. They're going to be taking quick kills coming in from both sides. And that is going to be the defenders coming
Spike down, C.
Baba going to go with another one. And now it's down 2-on-4 scenario. Defenders having the advantage, but a backstab coming from side. I don't think they're expecting very much. Baba's going to first one going down. He spots another
Last
one.
player
Using his
standing.
utilities, but Pan is going to be taking another kill. He spots a backstab coming in return. Sai timing not his best friend right now. This noise is going to be giving him a lot of information. Shooter, a man who's taken 2 consecutive kills, does not expect him to push from garage, and that is going to be Sai going the long way around. They have a spike in their control, but 2 of the defenders are very low in HP. We got 20 points of health.
Scanning ahead.
We got 20 points of health on the Pan, and 27 points on the. Oh, that's with the orange is getting that last kill. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The first round for the defenders. Well, I guess we have a game on our hands, folks.
13-0 has been denied Rambo right now, and we got the very first round for the sides of Team Bonga. 1-2 the scoreline that we have, ladies and gentlemen, on our screens right now. I've probably loved the way Team Bonga has showed they have performed the previous round. I mean, there was beautiful to watch, but coming back to the next round, both of the teams to have an equal buy to play around, and now this round is going to be the most important.
Revealing
round.
area.
Will we see a 2-2 or a 1-3 is going to be a question.
Spike down mid.
Players, I mean, Asoa at Neon at but that's
One
gonna be
enemy
Sai
remaining.
taking down Panprag, Elite will be taking down one tap, but Shira takes down Saya as well. Shira takes down one more. Master takes down Frag, he takes down Shira as well. 2 players goes down, but Master
Got
is
the
the last
spike.
surviving player. The spike is done, and 89 HP is all that he has. He got to an aftershock to work around with, but will that be enough is going to be the biggest question that we have right now. The spike, yes, it's been initiated, it's been planted, but a 1
Spike
versus
planted.
2. Now the question is, will Master be able to master this round or no? One player coming from behind, one player coming from main, but Master still waiting, I would say, is still waiting near the garage and trying to go to the mid directly. But if the spike gets diffused, he needs to be really careful about the entire situation. Orange Leaf how diffusing the entire situation after shot. Yes, he has aftershock to go around. Location gets compromised. He couldn't just catch those head at the moment. Baba like he takes down Master, and that's going to be the second round rolling into the sides of Team Bunga. 2-2 the scoreline we have, Rambo.
Well, I gotta say this to you, but what Team Boom are doing right now, I think this is the best strat I've ever seen. I think the luck is on their favor. Or these guys plan the strat as it is. If you look at them, they are letting B for free. B, no one's really caring about B right now. They want to go in for the retake onto B, and they are investing their troops onto that A and B, A and C split for the last 2 rounds. But right now they are investing onto there we have it again. Heavy investment onto the C side, where
You want to play? Let's play.
from the A side, not going to be holding on to much angle. They want to play a retake game as it is, and it's working out for them. It's working out spectacularly for them. And Sai is going to be leading the charge into this A side right now. Spike drop, not yet decided where to go. Attacker split by a 2-3. Two people are going to be pushing onto this, converging onto this A side right now. Rosa going to be using his. I mean, let's see if we can get these shots connected, because one kill's all that's going to take to open up the site.
Well, yes, that is going to be the case. 2-2 scoreline that we have right now. The aggression going in towards A side is something they need to be really careful about. There's the chamber down there, the Omen as well. One tap God is trying to get the site entry for himself, and there you go, the ultimate waiting for, but it's compromised, and there the one tap God goes
Spike down
Orange
A.
Leaf. The location gets compromised, and that's where all the problems get started. Orange Leaf still hiding inside the smoke is something that is pretty working in his favor. Master has started to plant, and the plant has been initiated.
Spike
well,
planted.
Spike goes down as well. A 5 versus 4 retake. Spike goes down. Orange Leaf takes on Rafi as well, but one more player down. Only nice we have one player.
One enemy remaining.
Master takes on Orange Leaf. Tiger takes down Master. Crosshair takes down Chira. One more player surviving. Baba like she's defusing. Crosshair goes down. And that's going to be the third round rolling in for Team Bunga. Rambo, things are turning out to be different to what we have expected out here.
I mean, honestly, this is something which I never expected to happen. But something is on favor for the defenders right now. 3 of them have their ultimates ready. Last round, an ultimate use coming from the Jet, used to perfection. A beautiful retake on their side. And yeah, looking at the stats and what these guys are pulling off, they are letting one side for free. They are giving away a side, but I just don't realize that the attackers are using for a advantage. Because the first 2 rounds, what they did was they actually let one lone ranger go in for a survey. And once they spot in a couple of players, they tend to rotate. That's what happened the first round. They went into a side. They knew they couldn't get B, so immediately they came back and they rotated on with a lone ranger, confirming C was empty. They went to C. Likewise, this is what happens. Usually when you know that there's a lone ranger rotating onwards, when a lone ranger is trying to get some information, you get the data, you want to push onto a different side. But right now, looking at what's happening, they are trying that combo, but it's not working out. The attackers last round, they advanced to the A side. There was a scout route towards the C side, but as soon as the attacks began on A, the scouters hustled back to the side, because the first person down was a spike carrier himself. With the spike, the defenders know where they are pushing in, so they are going to be stacking on that side. So that's where the disadvantage starts. And right now, I think they are going to be holding the strategy back. They're going to be rolling back to that old strategy where they are going to be pushing with a lone ranger scouting onto one side, and the others are rotating on based on the calls. If more people are there, they're going to be going to another side. If less people are there, they're going to be hitting on that side. So pretty good work. Good work. It worked for them the first 2 rounds, but right now the advantage goes to the defenders, because right now, looking at their economy, they are rolling in a whole lot of credits, and I don't see them in any disadvantage at the moment.
Well, yes, that is absolutely going to be the case. But right now, there's this one thing about True Rippers, that True Rippers is one of the most aggressive teams that we do have right now. And looking forward to what is happening in this game, the aggression is somewhere down to the line not working, I would say, in their favor. But right now, I'm just waiting to see the next round, and what's gonna happen in the next round. But I want to see the scorecard. To be honest, we have Chira on the top from the sides of Team Bunga, and talking about True Rippers, we have Sai with 5 kills for themselves. The creds, they are good for both of the teams to get a full buy for themselves, and that's gonna be an investment of heavy armors, vandals, and phantoms as well. But next round. Start of the next round, it's going to be pretty interesting to see. Will the scoreline be a 4-2 or a 3-3 once again, Rambo?
Well said. I mean, 3-2. It's too early on to say what's going to happen right now. But all I can predict is something's working right. Look at this right now.
Cover going out.
Defenders leaving B for free. They're actually playing for the rotate. They're playing for the information. Attackers, I have left 2 lone rangers trying to rotate, get some information right now. A side information has been. Quick back from Shira is going to be giving the information that a rotate is what they are going to be calling. Look at that defender. All of them are hustling towards that one. Already one, not no, really, 2 big kills. True Rippers down by 2.
Camera taken out.
It's a 2v5 scenario. 3 ultimates ready for the defenders. They know when the spike is coming. Choke points placed perfectly on the C side and the D side, pushing slowly. They are converging on this point. They have all the data to play with. They know
Last player
They
standing.
know, and there you have it. Orange Dave going ballistic. 3 kills on his name. Crosshair goes down. Last Nope, he is not. He's gonna be going down. A beautiful run, if I have to say so myself, for Team Bunga. 4-2 on the scoreline right now, ladies and gentlemen. We have a game with us. This is going to be a fight to the last.
It is always said, Rambo, to expect the unexpected, and that is what exactly is happening right now, between the sides of Team Bunga and True Rippers. But 4-2 the scoreline that we have, ladies and gentlemen. I really want to know the prediction of the chats as well. Chat, you have the entire chat open for you. You can let us know your prediction by commenting down and telling which team are you guys supporting out there. But right now, it's gonna be the push for the A side once again. Enemy down. The second down, yes, it does. That's gonna be Elijah and Shira. Both of them going down. Now, after the loss of 2 players, it's gonna be difficult for the sides of defenders to defend the side. One tap God takes down Fragger as well. Abilities, he is able to change his position, but right now what is happening is Parag is low on his HP and he needs to be really careful before taking any kinds of fight. And there you go, Crosshair is expecting the position that Parag might be holding, and that can get Crosshair 1 kill for himself. But right now a 5 versus 2 retake is something that Team Bunga has to do. 2 players is all there.
1 enemy remaining.
Going for saving or for the fight is going to be the question. Crosshair takes out one last surviving player, 1 versus 5. Now, will the flawless round be answered by Flawless? Is going to be 38 kills, all that he has. But the flawless round that Team Bunga took a while ago gets answered back by Flawless from the sides of True Rippers.
Well said, because looking at what's happening right now, it's just looking chaotic, both these teams. I mean, they have a mixture which is working. I just don't realize what that mixture is, because right now the defenders have not stuck to one particular strat. They are rotating on the strats. Attackers also are trying to understand different strats, but right now they are going to be going in for an all-out push with all these heavy weapons invested onto their shoulders. And here we have it. So we're going to be leading that entry charge coming into the A side right now. Oh, that's going to be spotting in one. Shira holding a competitive angle to the side right now. Oh, can get 1 free kill if he gets this in. If he gets the timing in perfection. Oh, it's going to be...
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Going ballistic. Baba is joining the count as well. That's all. I mean, everything is down to Daffy. 1 man with a dream, 100 points of health. What differentiates the attackers from getting their 4th round. Oh, this is gonna be a whole lot of disadvantage coming in, backed up, gifted, and there is the 5th round for the defenders.
5-3. I mean, I'm quite confused right now, Rambo, to be honest, on what is exactly going on.
I'm pretty sure that this is an attacker side map, because you have 3 sides, but something is on the favor for the defenders. Their strat is just working out for them all these rounds, because take a look again. They are going to be leaving one side for free. They are going to be leaving one side for rotates, and that's working. It just works for them. But the attackers, I don't know why they are still head on pushing towards that A side. They know it's not working. Why do you have to keep going in head on? Look again, they're going in ham, same side.
Yep, it's gonna be A once again, where we do have one
Cage
alone
triggered.
Cypher. Now, if this push comes really early, they can take the entire site under their control, and defenders don't have any idea of the size of two rippers pushing in towards the A site and getting the entire site under their control. Now that the sides of two rippers have the site control, the spike will be initiated and will be planted as well. The investment of 100 won't make so much of difference, I would say. Yes,
Spike planted.
A bit of tag, but again, that doesn't matter. Side going in again with the Hunter's Fury. Again, doesn't matter at the end of the day because he couldn't take any players down. And that got takes on Orange Leaf. That's going to be the one player from the sides of the defenders down. The spike is being planted, and they need to make sure to defuse it in time. With the help of Wiccan going down, they can gain more information.
Last player standing.
After takes down a light, and that's going to be the last kill master taking down Chira. And one more round rolling in for the sides of True Reapers. 5-4 the scoreline that we have right now. And I guess to end the before we swap the sides, I guess 6-6 is a scoreline that I'm really expecting right now, Rambo.
I mean, that's something that we are going to be seeing right now, because 5-4 is what I'm looking at. But looking at the credits that these guys have, I just feel the defenders are going to be pulling this one round for themselves, because Attacker is still going head on towards a... Alright, it's going to be a split play. Let's see what's going to happen. It is going to be utility usage on this A side right now. It's going to be causing a whole lot of information gap, but defenders reading this like... We know it's coming towards the C side, coming towards mid garage. And there we have it, Fragger. It's going to be holding a dagger, but right now, misses his shot, and that is going to be costly. Baba actually missing his shot.
Scout destroyed.
Crosshair.
Spike planted.
He's going to be playing this garage position. He knows someone's going to be watching his backstab, and that's going to be another side. Side holding this angle. It's not going to be pushing anytime soon right now. He knows the timing. Timing is it? Timing is his best friend. On Shira and Frag going to be pushing onto the side right now. Spots one, spots two, and not one takes on one, but one guy's going ballistic, taking two quick kills, and it's down to a 2-3-3 scenario.
Where is everyone hiding?
Oh, this is gonna cause a lot of chaos right now.
Standing.
All was exposed. Standing. Takes one. Can he get the other two in return? Nope. It is gonna be a huge disadvantage. Sova gonna be using it.
This
Now we have it. Another round for the attackers. 5-on-5 on the board. But here's what's important. You want to get as many rounds as you can being in the attacking side, because going to the defensive side, it's a huge disadvantage in Haven. So yep, you want to get that momentum going. You want to get that crucial rounds early on. But right now, looking at what's playing on, 5-on-5 is what we have.
absolutely 5-on-5, an equalizing situation that we have on a screen. It's going to be 5-6 very soon, but in favor of which team is going to be the biggest question that we do have right now. Again, the attack going in towards the A site. Looking at two rippers and their attack, it feels like A site is probably working really good. In their favors right now. One tap got going a bit more aggressive, trying to take this entire site on the side.
Spike down A.
That's going to be Crosshair and
Here.
Daffy going out and taking Chira, trying to take down the third one. Will he be able to do that? Will be the biggest question. One tap got right exactly in his plan. Just needs to
Camera
he just
taken
needs to
out.
kill him. He's not able to, and he shot third one as well. Chira takes down one tap, got 3k already in the names of Chira. Master Strat. He takes down Chira, he takes down Contract. That's 2 kills.
Last player standing.
Quite realistic, but that's going to be Baba Elite trading
Out
him
of
off,
charges.
and Master goes down as well. Last surviving player, not sure of what more he can do with the help of Recon Bolt. He's trying to gain more information on the Recon Bolt gets denied, and so is the case with Sai as well. He goes down, and that's going to be the 6th round rolling in.
Last round in the half.
6-5. Now, this score is quite interesting because Rambo, I feel like it's gonna be 6-6. I don't know, what do you feel about the same, but I do really feel like it's gonna be 6-6. But what do you think?
I think the defenders should be having this in the back, because right now looking at the credits and the investment, they have the higher up advantage, but 3 ultimates already with the attacking side, so the ultimates
You
can
want to
make
play?
the
Let's
difference
play.
count.
Well, yep.
Well, right now, it's gonna be Chamber using his ultimate early on. One tap. Right now, it's gonna be a. Ooh, okay, I'm taking it back. He got cover
Oh my god.
It's gonna be going down. It's a beautiful tap coming in from him. Now it's all scattered around the map. Not pretty much. Attackers have not zoned into a site right now. They are trying to scout in some information. Crosshair holding onto a mid position. No one's going to be pushing into that angle right now. Garage is still open. Defenders playing a 2-on-2 angle, leaving B for free. No one's watching onto the B right now, not in a retake position. But right now, looking at Garage's position, this is going to be kind of contested. I wouldn't say they are going to be waiting any time longer, but yeah, the push is in fact called towards the B side. They can take the B, but here's where the timing is going to be coming in favor of the Omen. Defender Omen going to be cat. Oh, he just missed it. He just missed Crosshair move into the side. But now this is going to give a lot of information. But a rotate coming into the A side, which is caught by. Oh, it is caught. By Cypher. It's going to be
found my
holding on.
wire.
It's going to be holding on to the angle. Same time, wall back.
30 seconds left.
Going to be getting that fitted in return by Sai. Man advantage, huge man advantage for the attackers. The spike going in favor for the A side plant.
Spike planted.
Oh no! That is going to be one zap getting the best of the plant. And the last two members alive for the defenders. Oh, they have a lot of information. Oh, Neon using his ultimate, not getting much frag. Going to be getting a beautiful kill. Falling back. This time not there. There we go.
One enemy
Backstab
remaining.
coming in from Sai, and that is going to be one man down. Dragon, last man standing. Elijah, can he make this one work? Last man alive, hops in. No information, 3 people. Oh, he got that. That was an amazing kill on a Daffy.
Switching sides.
6-on-6 half.
I have to say this. I mean, I have to say this. The way Pan was holding inside the smoke, I was waiting. I guess the only thing that went wrong was time. If he could have planned it or timed it perfectly, he could have taken down the spike carrier. But again, it's the 6-6 scoreline. There we have an equalizing scoreline, ladies and gentlemen. And now, after the side is swap, we have Team Bunga on the attacker sides and True Rippers on the defense. Now let's see how big difference it makes after the side swap, as we have 7 seconds still for the teams to get started. And with that, we do have some Ghost on the sides of True Rippers and Classics and Ghost on the sides of Team Bunga as well. But right now the push is going to the C side as well, and you can see the sides of Cypher on the A side trying to wait all over here, and I would say that is trying to take one player down. He gets, no, he doesn't. Frag takes down down because of the one player loss, and Nash Crosser takes down one.
Spike down,
Second one
C.
as well, Sai takes down Striker. That's going to be 3 player loss.
One enemy
already.
remaining.
One player even gets spotted, and that's going to be faster taking down Baba. Elaichi Orange leave the last player surviving. What more can he do? Spike is down. We have the classic to go around with, but there's the answer. But Sai takes down Orange Leaf. That's going to be the 7th round. Rolling in for the sides of Team True Rippers. 6-7 the scoreline that we have right now, Ram. Oh, well, I
Apologies
guess...
for that.
Oh, I
think
just
yeah.
okay. I'm sorry for stopping you, but I just thought that you are still in shock to see the scoreline, Rambo.
I'm not in shock. I mean, this is some tension. What's going to happen? Huge investment coming in here for the defenders to stick on those heavy armor and Spectres. So just make it work. Oh, the Hawk does not trigger in the
Found the
that's going to be
spot.
caught. Quick kills up. One tap got going against Orange Leaf. Drago. That's going to be a feature coming in from Twitter.
Last player standing.
Pan's going to be taking on Sai. Monster coming in for Shooter. Oh, it's going to be chaos here. And that is going to be Master taking on that last kill, with the 8th round on the board for True Rippers.
True Rippers, we saw them during, we saw them on their attacking sides. To what we are seeing them on the defense side is just complete opposite, I would say. I mean, look at them. The level of confidence that True Rippers have during their attack is something really, I would say, opposite to the side we saw during their attacking. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, right now the next round, 6-8 scoreline that we have on our screens, the attack going towards the A side, and the Omen left alone on the C side, where you can see one tap god going a bit more aggressive. He can punish Orange Leaf as he is trying to be a little bit more aggressive, but one tap god will be able to get that one tap. Dagger takes down Master. That's going to be one defender done, and that's already one tap god. His location just gets compromised, but still he is low on the 56-80. Walk around with Elite. He takes down tap god. That's going to be one tap god down, and adjusted completely. Sai, he'll be able to take down Elaichi. Well, no, but Elaichi is low on his HP and he needs to be careful. That's gonna be the gain of information from the Sova as well, trying to check the inside is clear or no, but he gets punished, and that's going to be Elaichi done. And Dasha Fragger takes down Sai as well. A 4 versus 2 situation that we have. Daffy takes down
Last player
Khan
standing.
as well. That's going to be Cheetah taking down Daffy still trying to hold that position. Still surviving. What more he can do? Well, nothing for now. It's going to be Chira taking Daffy down. It's going to be one round rolling in for the sides of Team Bunga. 7-8 scoreline that we have on our screen, and this competition is cut close till the end moment, Rambo, and I'm not able to predict who is gonna win this, because if there's one round in the hands of True Rippers or maybe 2, Team Bunga is just answering it back beautifully.
I mean, honestly, dude, like the one match I was confident that this was gonna be the scoreline. This is what I get. Wow. I mean, the production is but right now, oh, Flash is gonna be denying that kill. No, it's only ballistic. 2k kills, but that's leveled off by Master. It's down to a 3-on-3 playfield right now. Spike still in favor for the attackers. Sights not likely held up by the defenders. They are splitting up to a 2-on-1. 2 defenders holding on to close proximity, but the Spike slowly making its way to the C side right now. Oh, this could be a head-on fight if the Omen gets taken down right now. This could probably be the side. Yup, it is. Chamber
Scanning
trying
ahead.
to make a quick rotate from garage. Oh, he gets. Oh, that was a bad decision. That was a bad decision to teleport right now. He's got chosen, and now he's trapped in that position. And oh, he converts it. He
Spike
converts
down.
it. That's
C.
gonna be Baba Elaichi going down from Crosshair. But a quick rotate coming in here from Master 2v2. Doable by the attackers and the defenders. Who's gonna be taking this peak? They have the information where they are. Spike in control for the attackers. Orange Leaf playing it aggressive. They are not checking the angle where Chamber is holding. Oh, Crosshair. He holds
Spike
on to
planted.
this. He probably could get this round back to his team. Oh, hold on, guys. Hold on. Oh, this could
One
be it.
enemy
And there
remaining.
we have it. Crosshair holding on his trigger. And there we have it. Crosshair, he was sitting there like a duck all the time. He never peeked. That was beautiful. If
On
he
my
peeked a
mark.
little bit before that would have been his end. But right now, he's got the round for it.
That retake was beautiful. And that's the 9th round. Rolling in for the sides of True Rippers. One more round, ladies and gentlemen, before True Rippers hits double digit. And we have been we have been saying them since the day one, right, Rambo? Once the team hits 2 digit, it's kind of a momentum break, I would say, for the opponent team. But now, will that happen for this match or no? It's the biggest question that I have right now, because looking at what is happening, it's quite opposite, right?
I mean, when you think about it, regulation is still in check, but no timeouts called, so I think these teams know what they are doing.
Get out of my way!
7-9 is a scoreline which you can actually play with. Yo, ooh, shit. Alright. Yep, Shira. That was an early pick, but I don't think she converted.
Oh yeah, she wasn't able to convert it for him or his entire team right now. 2 players or 3 players in the window, B window. Then we have 1 player that's a Sova left at C to check the backstabs and everything. That's gonna be the Spike carrier trying to decide on which side to convert on right now, because every side you see 1 player holding his side carefully. But the C side is something that they might convert if got an opportunity, because I could see just 1 Omen trying to hold back that position as much as he can. But right now, B side is something that the attackers are looking forward to cipher right exactly outside the B side. But where's the Spike is the biggest question that I do have right now. 49 seconds is all that they have got. Jet trying to get at least 1 pick is something that the sides of Team Bunga are, waiting right now. Orange Leaf gets
I've
that
got
pick,
your
and
trail.
that's going to be Master going down, and that's even with the Sheriff headshot. Now this is something that we have been waiting to see a long time.
30
we finally
seconds
come
left.
to see 1 headshot. With the help of Seekers, even Daffy's location will be compromised, but the aggressive A side is something they need to be careful about. Orange Leaf takes down 1 tap god. Now that's 1
Spike
more player
planted.
loss for the side of Team True Rippers. They need to be careful, because that's going to be a 5-3 retake that they have right now. Orange Leaf 16 HP is all that he has to walk around.
Last
Takes
player
down
standing.
Tiger, Elisha takes down Daffy,
Thrifty.
takes down Shorty, Sai takes down Shura, Panprak takes down Baby Sai, and that's going to be a thrifty round rolling in for the sides of Team Bunga. Now, what a beautiful way to answer back. We were talking about momentum, but that was beautiful, right? That was just beautiful to watch. A thrifty round rolling in.
I only hope this ends in regulation time, but right now looking at how things are rolling, 8-9 scoreline, but looking at both these teams, they have the ultimates ready, they have the weapons, defenders in a huge disadvantage, economy not their best friend.
Yep.
But they are going to be salvaging some weapons off of this sheriffs and light armors being in. Master going with the glass cannon sheriff.
Shadows
Oh,
traveling.
whoa. This is going to be split coming
Nowhere
in here.
to run!
Probably could work. Yup, there it is. Fire coming in here, but that's what the shots are getting the best of that. Oh, the attack does not do much. But right now, looking at what is happening, it does seem like the spike is making its way towards garage, and they are going to be converging on this reset right now. What's that? He probably could get the kill. Nope, he's going to be in return. Then he's not going to be taken down, but man advantage still not they just need to hold on to the side. They just need to play the side. Right now, making entry point Neon. Neon, you feel like they're making entry point. Oh, Neon goes down and Omen goes in. That's how quick it is. Keep the ball. So what? Right now, not gonna be doing much right now. This could be the round 4. Let's see how this is going to be playing
Spike
out.
planted.
Let's see how this is gonna be playing out. Yep, the retake is in play. For that retake process, going to be taking out Han. And 3v2 scenario doable. Can the defenders converge on this point? Spots in one. And it's gonna be a quick
One enemy
Oh,
remaining. Last player standing.
Here.
Last man standing. Information leaked on both sides. They know where they are. They exactly know what's gonna happen right now. And he's gonna be changing his weapon and trying to go
This
for this
is less than
defuse.
ideal.
It is his plan, so he can go in for a hidden defuse, but time is not his best friend. And Shiraz going to get that last kill, and he does, and there he gets stuck in the door as well. I mean, yeah, there we are. 909 boys. We are back for the 909 scoreline.
9-9. I mean, I don't know what to say right now. Honestly, I really don't know. Team Bonga, the way they have been performing is just phenomenal. I didn't see this coming, honestly. The way they have performed is just beautiful. The 10th round, the 2-digit is something that we have been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen, and right now we are gonna witness on whose favor is this 10th round gonna go. Elytra right now picking at the B window, trying to capitalize on the entire B is what we have. Panpral going a bit more aggressive, and the side is under their control. The spike has been initiated as well. Spike gets planted. That was a quick plant, and with that they are ready. Master is defusing. No, he's defusing. What is happening is defusing.
Last player standing.
Oh my god! What was that? 10th round, rolling in.
See, I mean, momentum.
What?
I mean, I really don't know what's going on, but yeah.
I mean, see, I'm a bit confused, Rambo, honestly. The spike was planted. There was an instant defuse. Okay.
I mean, I really can't process that, but here we are. 10-9 on the scoreboard. Both these teams have the economy, they have the weapons, they have the armor. Oh,
I've got your
there's
trail.
gonna be another B push coming here, folks. They are pushing hard onto this B side right now. It's gonna be hell of a fight. Spike gonna be started right now. Early on, no one's here to hold on to the fight. Quick fights coming in here. Quick press from Shira and Master. That is something leveling up the thing. 4-on-4 right now. A whole lot of chaos. Defenders trying to scramble left, right, and center. Attackers holding their best. One tap shot coming in for a quick backstab here. He can get Orange Leaf off guard, but can he do it? Yup, he does. Orange Leaf goes down. Attackers still in a disadvantage. Two of them go down. Baba Lechi, Orange Leaf goes down. Defenders having the advantage right now.
One enemy remaining.
Be stuck in right now. Oh, Sai and one tap shot going ballistic. Getting the last 2 kills with the defenders. Marching on to 11 points. What a round, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm out
What
of
a
here.
round.
So quick.
All my rounds, I really understand it. Like, you mean I just come back here and my rounds quick? Like, they just rush into a side and get the kills and get the bounty. I mean, that's what they're doing.
Yep, the previous 2 rounds have been pretty quick. In terms of execution, I would say both the rounds were really very quick. 9-11, the scoreline that we have right now, ladies and gentlemen. Team are looking good right now. Team True Rippers, they got their buys. So is the case with Team Bonga. But right now, Team True Rippers do have a lead on this entire situation, and that can be a bit of difficulty for the sides of Team Bonga. But right now, looking at the play going on our screens right now, they are trying to push towards the A side. Well, yes, that's going to be an A execution. We have Shira trying to enter the site, where we can see Sai holding that angle perfectly with the help of Recon. That he is trying to gain more and more information, but that gets nice. Sai is trying to go in some speed, but Orange Reef will be going in for a wall bang, and that's going to be Sai done and touched. The spike is being planted as well. Right now, one tap got still waiting. They got the Cypher traps, and they know that there's going to be a backstab. Baba Elaichi is ready for that backstab. One tap got right exactly. That takes down Orange Leaf. Elaichi takes down one tap, but there's one more player who needs to be careful. There's one more player, and he spots that. Farag takes down Crosshair as well. A 4.
Last player standing.
We have Shira takes down Master takes now. Master gets caught. That's going to be Shira taking down Master in the 10th round. Ladies and gentlemen, rolls into the sides of True Ripper. For the sides of Team Bonga. My bad. 10-11 the scoreline. We are gonna go for overtime for sure, Rambo. I mean, the way things are going
I don't know, because right now we are still in regulation. We are way within regulation. Looking at what we have, defenders are desperate to buy. Look at the investments made. They have a Sheriff with a heavy armor, and then they have a Vandal with light armor. What is going on? Defenders are really dry in terms of credits. It's come to this last choke point. Credits, not their best of friends. Alright, a push coming in here. Right now they are going to be pushing onto the C side right now. B side is going to be hold on as a choke point, right? Shira and Sky are going to be holding on to this choke point. They are not going to be connecting any shots, right? Crosshair is going to be crossing without any difficulty. Oh, Shira's going to be taking that dink in return. That's going to be a whole lot of information leak for the defenders. They get that information. You look at the rotation coming in. They know A side's completely free. They know B side's completely free. Look at the convergence. They are going to be focusing on that rotate towards the C side right now. And there we have it, folks. Omer is going to be the one who's going to be working on the second side. Oh, they're going to be pushing in. Daffy is going to get the first kill. Still in
Get out of my way.
Shira and Baba Knight will put it in, but their positions, and there we have it. Master going ballistic, and he's going to be taking Shira. And down to 3-2 scenario. Oh, Master taking that shot. But that's actually missed because his position is
Player
Oh, he's
standing.
going to be traded by one tap. It's a 1v2 scenario right now. 16 points available to Master. Baba, last man standing with the spike, can very well rotate and play the safe. Defenders yet
30
to catch
seconds
that
left.
rotate off guard. 30 seconds. Can he push this to the B side? Oh, he's going to be going back to the A side. Oh, big brain play coming in here, folks. High IQ play coming in here. Rotate. I think the rotate is caught off guard. Yo, time is not his best friend, and there we have it, folks. One tap gets the best of him. Master, if you guys don't know what happened, Master
Match
was
point.
trying to jump onto the position to play hidden angles and see, but he actually spotted a push coming in from the garage position. His time was not his best friend. The timing was off, but if that happened, would the HP Master had? Well, that would have been an interesting round for the defenders.
10-12, and the match point, ladies and gentlemen, for the sides of True Rippers. Will this be it? Is the biggest question right now, or will Team Bunga answer back once again and take it to OT? Has been compromised. Crosser takes down Orange Leaf. That's a beautiful shot. One player done and dusted already. Now True Rippers, they know they have to finish it as soon as possible. They know that even making one mistake can cost them an entire map. And just a reminder, it's a best of one, so losing this map means directly losing the entire series. Now the players, I would say, they are near to A, trying to peek from the window as well, but they know there's this chamber with his ultimate, and it's difficult for them to peek. Sai is holding that position of garage. He knows that even if one peek comes from there, he's just able to take down the head itself. One tap got trying to look at B itself, but again the players are still confused and they are waiting. 45 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, is going to decide on what is going to happen next. The spike is slowly and steadily going towards the C side, where we can see the chamber waiting. One shot is all
30
it
seconds
takes right now. But Elaichi, with the help of his ultimate, takes
Spike
a lot
down,
of HP
C.
from pushing up. Cross it down, but he takes frag. Adapi versus 4 situation. What is gonna happen is gonna be the biggest question. One tap got still. At the way.
One enemy remaining.
Slowly, but one tap got still.
Defenders
he
win.
teleported.
Gentlemen. Yes, he did that. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, Team True Rippers getting the haven for themselves. What an amazing play it was.
You know that movie that they say all is well, and that was me. I was literally saying that to myself, like, okay, boys, we're gonna have a regulation game. It's not gonna be OT, but here we are with 13-10 victory for True Rippers. But here's where I'm gonna take a dig at the production guy. Hey, at least I got the team right. I knew which team was gonna win. I stuck to True Rippers, and they won. Here we have it, folks. Yeah, I took a dig at the production guy. He's gonna be angry, but here we are.
Yep. Yep. I
No,
mean,
he
I
just
can hear him. Yeah, exactly. I can, literally hear him saying. But sorry, I'm extremely sorry to stop you. I really needed to, give it to Team Bunga as well. I mean,
They
it
have
was
to. Yeah, definitely.
phenomenal to see the way they have performed. It was nerve-wracking until the last. We weren't able to, really get an instinct on who was gonna win. I mean, at the start, we were very sure that it's Team True Rippers getting it for themselves. Yes, they got it. But Team Bunga, what a phenomenal play it was.
Wait, true. You said that because looking at what these guys have, looking at what it was a 41-minute game. Looking at the stats right now, Haven going for 41 minutes. Well,
Yep.
that is interesting because for Haven, a map like Haven, you really have the bigger advantage on the attacking side. You just go in, you get the kills, you get a plan, you come back out. Defenders, luck favors you, you can hold on to that perspective. But it is an attacker-sided map. Looking at the kills right now, this is just, I mean, looking at what I one tap got, looking at 19 frags and 16 dead, but Chira is with 21 frags and 16 dead, Crosshair with 21 frags and 15 deaths. Oof. Oof, these are some amazing stats, but one tap and Crosshair. Well, gotta give the team Bunga as well, because that was an amazing game. 13-10 is where we stand. We are gonna be coming back, folks, because we have another game lined up. So let's take a look at what the next game is going to be. On that and what's going to be happening on that game, we're going to be giving that back just after a short break. But of course, do not quit the stream yet, because we are going to be having a drop happening right now. One of the moderators are going to be dropping in some questions. If you can do it, we are going to be one of you guys are going to be walking home with a Valorant point drop. So in the break, make sure you participate in that activity. We are going to be taking a short break right now. We will catch the next game in just some time.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the NVIDIA GeForce Esports Festival by Colorful and Crucial by Micron. This is me, Darshita, once again with my amazing co-caster Rambo back on desk for the second map of the day. And the map is going to be none other than Reckoning Esports versus Anadi Army. Now, these two teams are the teams we have been looking forward to, and I've been waiting to witness them perform, against each other to see what they got for us for today. But before we go any further, I would like to ask you, Rambo, what are your takes on the next upcoming match?
Well, I'm happy. I'm happy. Visible happiness here. You know why? Because it's Haven. It's Haven again. We are jumping into Haven. It is going to be Haven again. And this time, I expect a 13-0 score line in favor of Reckoning. Yeah,
Okay.
I am gonna put my foot down. I feel it's gonna be a 13-0 Reckoning. But again, this game loves to prove me wrong. So yeah, understanding the game, I'm not going to shy out from Adi Army. These guys, I've seen them play in a different banner. A long time ago, I've seen them from their CS:GO days. CS:GO days. Paradox is a player I've seen from his CS:GO days. These guys are lethal. These guys can pull a lot of strats out of the hat, just like whiff it out. Like a lot of things these guys do amaze me. So I'm not going to rule them out just yet. But I feel the game is going to be sided towards the attacking front, which is going to be Reckoning in Haven. So pretty interesting pick right now. So I am still going to be siding on to Reckoning. 13-0 is what I expect. But realistically, looking at what these teams have to offer, a 13-10 game or a 13-12 game is also, the 13-11 game is also afoot. So,
Um, yeah, I mean,
well,
talking about 13-11, the previous match was something that was completely against our expectations. For those who are new on the stream, I would like to inform you guys as well. The previous match that we had was between Team True Rippers and Team Bunga, and Team True Rippers got the match for themselves. But again, I'll be giving it again and again to the sides of Team Bunga for performing phenomenally well. Now, the second match is something that is going to be amazing to witness once again on what is going to happen. Rambo, now, as you said, your predictions are going to be 13-0 in the favors of Team Reckoning Esports. I'll be rooting for Anadi Army and seeing what they, have got to serve us.
I mean, yeah, but this is just realistically looking at what the stats have to offer. Reckoning just have a lot more data to play around with. Because for Unity Army, I know a couple of them personally, so I've seen their stats. I've looked it up, but again, since it's a different game, since it's way old, there are really a lot of variables here. But the consistency matters in this game, so the consistency sticks with Reckoning. So these guys are lethal. These guys they can do a lot of damage, and Reckoning is where I would side, and they are the champions of our last season as well. Holding that to pride, these guys are going to be putting a hell of a show. That's what I feel. But I mean,
Yep. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for the match to start. As you said, it was Haven. So coming back to the agent selection, the previous time that I said, I just wished for a Jet, Omen, Breach, Sova, and a KJ. I mean, that's a double initiator pick that is looking forward to. But we saw a Neon in the previous match. Now again, coming back to Haven, I'm expecting the same agent selection. I don't know what is exactly going to happen and which agents are these players going to prefer. But again, according to me, these are the selection that should be perfectly working for the sides of in the specific maps of Haven. But again, chats, if you are new here and guys, you know, right, we have started with the giveaways today itself. All you have to do is be in the chats and wait for the questions. As soon as you get the questions, you need to answer them in the chats itself. So do not miss this opportunity. All the teams playing with us get something out of this tournament, and we really don't want our chat to miss anything. So be there in the chats, and a big shout out again to our sponsors. That's going to be Colorful, and I sponsors out here without whom this event wouldn't have been possible. That's going to be Colorful and Crucial by Micron as well.
yep, a beautiful sponsors, beautiful game.
Yep.
An interesting game afoot, because tomorrow, guys, we are going to be walking into a hell of a lot of chaos tomorrow, because it's the quarterfinal stage, and we're nearly halfway there through the tournament. And of course, you guys need to remember that the finals is going to be a LAN, probably going to be zoning into an iCafe location, where these teams are going to be easy, which is going to be easy for the team to access. So yeah, slowly, bit by bit, we are going to be getting there, and this could be this could be an interesting pick. And here we are with the map selection. Let's see what these guys have taken and what the picks are for these teams. All right, so there we have it, folks. The pick. All right, so the pick has been uh, done by Ari Army, and these guys have in fact picked up Haven with picking up the attacking side. So there we have it. Well, interesting set of picks. Interesting set of picks coming in. This probably could be. This probably would be a reckoning game. I predict. I'm not,
Okay.
I'm
Are you
not gonna
going?
jinx it now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'll be going with your predictions, but again, as said, right, Team True Rippers and Bunga, what happened prior, I'd be expecting the same to happen, but Haven is the map. But the day we have started with this tournament, I've been seeing a lot of Haven. I mean, we saw Icebox happen, we saw Ascent happen, we saw Haven happen, but the map that we haven't seen much is Fracture. And trust me, I miss that map. Right, that map is beautiful and phenomenal to play on. I mean, I personally like that map, so yeah, I'm missing Fracture somewhere down to the line. But what about you, Rambo? Which map do you like to play the most?
Haven.
Uh,
That's my answer. Hey,
okay.
Haven. Why do you
I
think I'm
mean,
happy because of the map? I'm only happy because I
I'm
love it.
I'm taking back my questions. I'm really sorry that I asked.
But yeah, I mean, Fracture is a good map. It features a lot of green like our sponsor and a title sponsor for this event, NVIDIA GeForce India. Make sure you guys check out the NVIDIA GeForce line of GPUs featuring NVIDIA RTX Reflex, which is basically an amazing technology NVIDIA has collaborated with Valorant to develop in-game. So let me just give you a heads up of what Reflex is. So technically, when you play a game, the click which you click in your mouse goes to your system and that responds to your game. So there's always a latency when this happens. And usually the optimal latency for these to happen would be around 10 to 15 microseconds, which is a lot. But a typical Indian gaming system, a proper system that we have right now, measures to be approximately 80 milliseconds and above, which is huge, which causes a lot of lag coming in game, which causes you to miss shots, which you cannot understand. I mean, you hit the mouse click, but the guy doesn't die, which technically comes under this category. So what NVIDIA has done is with the RTX line of GPUs, Reflex on, you guys can lower that with NVIDIA Reflex Plus Boost, which tends to lower the latency between your inputs to your system to the game. This gives you a smoother experience. This gives you a smoother gameplay for the game like Valorant, and this should be something that you guys have to try out. Here we are, gonna be jumping into the game in just a bit. Now let's take a look at what map is. What are the teams that are going to be playing on right now? And it is gonna be Army versus Reckoning Esports. This is going to be. I mean, this is going to be an interesting. It is going to be an interesting game, man. I do not. I really don't know what's going to happen because looking at Reckoning, Deadly, Rio. Not gonna forget Rio, man. In last season, Smokey was a player I was looking out for. But this season, he changed teams. But right now, Rio is a guy who still remains intact. He's got the power ready. He's the guy who can fire a lot of shots. In Darsh, any takeaways? You've seen his teams play for a couple of days. Any takeaways of what's expected for the game?
I mean, the last time I saw Reckoning playing the five, I mean, the playing five that I saw was Bad Love, Deadly 10, Pixels, Rio, and Harsh. Now, I don't know which five are going to be performing today. If the same team goes, I am with you for the 13-0. I mean, it can happen. I'm not sure of exactly what is going to happen because it's a map of Haven, right? Once again, the defenders and the attacking sides do have their pros and cons respectively. So the team needs to decide and strategize accordingly because see this map is different because it has three sides to work around with. You just not need to keep your eyes on two sides, that's A and B, but you got three sides to work around with, and that sometimes can be difficult.
Well said. But I mean, 13-7 is what our
Yeah.
production guy says. Yeah, production guy speaks, he speaks to us, but you can't hear him because he's the production guy. He speaks to us alone. We can hear him, but you can't. That's the curse he has. As a cast, no, you're not going to make them hear Ramji, but yeah, here we are with what we have. Here we have it. He's
Pretty
the guy. I mean,
excited.
yeah, he's pretty excited for the game as well. Uh, Heaven it is. It's one of my favorite maps. It's one of my favorite teams playing Reckoning. Yep, it is one of my favorite teams. I mean, there are a couple of teams I actually follow in this Indian scene, and Reckoning is one of those best teams which I tend to follow because ever since they won our last tournament, I've been seeing and tracking their progress, and these guys are going ballistic. Tournament after tournament, these guys are doing really good. And of course, I gotta give a huge shout out to the Reckoning's Twitter admin. Man, I'm a big fan of you, man. Copium
Oh,
Energy. Peace. Copium Energy is what I'm gonna give you. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. The amount of fun stuff as well as interesting stuff that goes on to their socials is just kind of crazy. You guys should check it out. You guys should check out their page. It's pretty darn cool. It is pretty darn cool. And a huge shout out to their Twitter admin and the social admins. You guys are doing a good job. Copium with me as well.
um,
Gosh, any predictions for the game? I still haven't heard your score prediction.
I mean, as I said in the previous match, expect the unexpected. That is something that I'll go with. Score predictions. No, I'm not doing that, Rambo. I am not gonna do that. You said 13-0. I know you're pretty excited to see that 13-0 happening, but I'm not gonna go with the score predictions happening anymore because you know, right? These games they tend to deny us every time. Mm, I don't like getting rejected
I,
every time. So yeah,
sometimes it does work. I mean, maybe not for the production guy, but for us,
rarely, very
it does
very
work.
rare, I would say.
Yep. Speaking of heaven, I think even if we get a timeout or if we get any time in between, there are some Easter eggs in heaven as well, which are the production guy has found out. So we can show you that to you on stream if we get a proper. He says it's a dragon. Dragon? Okay, I
Yeah.
mean that's a first for me as well. I haven't seen that. I have not seen the dragon. I mean, I'm interested to see. Uh, it's on blind side is what he says. So we are going to be seeing a dragon uh coming up in a bit. The admins have informed me teams readying up. They are sitting in their lobbies, ready, set, go. It's going to just take a couple of more seconds till they jump into that agent selection. Agent picks. I'm gonna call this out, but Reckoning are going to be playing the defending side, so I think they are going to be heavily investing onto a Sage. I feel that that's going to happen, but at the same time, because a Sage is something that you could actually use to your advantage in a map like Haven, because walling off a site, when your wall goes down, that's when you realize the enemies are pushing out of that side. But while they do that, there's a lot of noise queue happening, a lot of information leak that's happening, which brings a whole lot of advantage to you. So you can very well just walk on there, wall off the seaside, and play on B2A. I mean, that's just something of the that's a common angles you can play when you have a Sage on your defending front. Here we are.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll agree, I'll agree to you on that note. But again, coming back to the previous match that we just witnessed, we saw a Sky. Now, right, Sky, a agent that can heal others but not himself, and Sage, a agent that just can't, heal not just herself. I mean, it can heal you and itself as well. So it's like a plus point that you had. And as you said, like the balls are going to be very useful, not just for walling up one side or blocking the players from coming to one side, but imagine in a retake situation, a 4 versus 5 retake, you make the use of wall and you just ninja diffuse it, right? You can make various ways out of that to use a Sage properly. But I really haven't seen Sage being invested in a map of Haven. I mean, yeah, I am a Sage main, as I said prior. I am a Sage main, but I really haven't seen Sage being invested highly on, Haven as compared to, I would say, Sky.
Because on the army, I feel that they are going to be going off onto a more attacking front. These guys are going to be playing a more aggressive front. So I definitely feel that these guys are going to be investing onto a brimstone where they can actually play the after plan to perfection. But of course, a sage is something I don't see them picking off early on. But knowing Paradox, I think he is going to be going with that early Sova or Jet pick. Lost and Aura are two people I'm new to. Anyak, he's a player that I've seen play in our tournament previous games, and he seems to be a guy who loves to use his utilities to maximum. So Viper maybe, because a Viper is a player that you can use if you use utilities correctly. You can wall off a nice entry point into the C side, and a lot of convergent points can happen in the B side. And of course, if you have an ultimate with the Viper, you can solo hold a side. That's pretty much what you need in a defending front, or else if you're on a huge advantage on a 1v2 scenario in the attacking front or whatever it is. So a Viper is also a viable choice.
Um,
But here we
yeah.
are. this is what we're looking at. The agent selections are going to start in just a bit. We are going to be I mean, this is gonna be interesting. I can't wait to see what the map has to offer. I can't see what's gonna be uh kick or what's gonna be coming up for us right now, Dash.
I'm just waiting for the production guy to say that hey, the map has started and we are in the ages selection, because it's quite interesting to see both of these teams fighting it off against each other. That's ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are new here, let me remind you, this map is all about Reckoning Esports versus Anadi Army. Now these two teams fighting it off against each other in the map of Haven is something that we are going to witness in just a while. We are just waiting for us to get a call that yay, the map is ready and we are all set to go in the agent selection. But a few minutes before we really head towards that, but as we have few minutes, I would really love to let you know guys know that we have many surprises coming for you on our way. All you need to do is like, share and subscribe. Now don't forget to subscribe the channel as well. And if you love casting, I mean, if you love us seeing casting on the desk out here, you can check our Instagram as well. Make sure to give a small follow out there, and to our sponsors and partners as well, a big shout out to them, because this event wouldn't have been possible without them.
Yep, anything couldn't be possible without our sponsors as well. So we are gonna be taking a short break and coming back into the game right now. So stay tuned until we come back for the game. It's gonna be starting in just a bit. Well, quick break is what we needed, and we are back into the game. We just had a little bit of a tech issue right now. We're gonna be jumping back into the game in just a bit. This is going to be Haven, with the attacking front going to be on the army, and the defending front is going to be RG, which is Reckoning. Agent picks are going on. This is going to be an interesting set of picks coming in from both these teams. Any predictions, Darsh? Any idea what's going to be coming our way?
Excitement. I mean, I'm all excited to witness what is gonna happen. But talking about the Agent selection right now, as I said, I'll be expecting some specific agents on this specific map because, as I said, this map is different from the other maps out there because it got three sites to get your control on. Now, the attackers, I mean, the
Yep.
defenders, they need to get their control on three sites and make sure that every site is covered by at least one player or the players set up entirely that you just get notified that there's one player pushing. And the discussion that we had prior on, maybe a sage could help just blocking off enemies from one side, but again you need to make sure that you get into a quick rotation because at the end of the day, three sides getting under your control, um, it's all gonna happen only if you rotate quickly, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. This is also a fast map. You want to be quick on your feet. You want to have those agents
Yep.
which have the teleport capabilities. You want to have an omen here because it's practically impossible running all the way from C side to A side in just about a minute of seconds. A common strat that I've seen teams use is when you are a man short, when you know for sure the last three or last four defenders alive are with you fighting in that C side. They just wait, they bait out the last 10 or odd seconds, and at the end of that last 10 seconds, when all the defenders know the spike is here in that C side, they just run to the C side. They just try to take a fight there. But the Omen, only the Omen, teleports and jumps all the way to the A side in a matter of seconds using his ultimate. And that is a pretty common strat I've seen them use, which works 9 out of 10 times because the time you need to rotate from the other side, all the way from C side towards the A side, is enough time for him to relocate, reposition, play a beautiful after plant angle. And that is a beautiful strat that these teams are going to be using. And here we are with the agent picks. Looking at what we have. Daj, why don't you just walk us through what we have?
Astra. Now this is quite shocking for me. I didn't see an
You
Astra
don't want him.
coming.
You want to split the map in half if you have a chance. Because yeah, I mean you have three
Yeah.
sides. You know.
I completely understand, but Astra is something that is really shocking for me right now. I didn't expect an Astra. I mean, as we discussed, right, Omen was something that we were rooting for, but right now we have an Astra, Jet, Sova, Breach, KJ. This comp is going to change a lot of things, but with that, we do have the very first round starting. Rambo, take it away.
Well, first round coming on the board, that's going to be a huge disadvantage for the attackers, which is leveled off by the defenders. Look at the HPs on the Jets. Both of them are very, very low. They advance towards the A side. They have been cut off. They are going to be holding back, trying to play a choked angle towards the convergence points on the A side right now. They're going to be trying to push here towards the A shot, and they could probably get this early on if Aura gets the perfect pick. But Rio is a man quick with his trigger. If he takes the first pick, he's going to be getting an early kill. Deadly playing a deadly angle. Choice is going to be getting the first kill on to. Oh, that's going to be Anya going to be getting ballistic. 2 good kills coming in for the attackers. Here we are with Pixel's going to be playing a close angle, and he's going to be pushing in. All he has is the classic Anna Dream. Can he make this one work? 3 people holding on his angle. Spat out.
One enemy
Oh, he does
remaining.
get the pick. He spots another one. Heads down the sniper. And the sniper goes down. Hush goes down. A quick round for the attackers early on, but let's not jump the fence, folks, because we did see it happening last game. 2 quick rounds for Team True Rippers, and then we just saw what happened. It was chaos, and I ain't gonna jinx on that just a bit yet.
I'll probably agree with that completely. But right now, the second round, as I said, would be an advantage for the team that just won the very first round. So the advantage right now is with the sides of Anadi Army as they got the very first round for themselves. But the aggression again going in towards the A side is something that I'm looking forward to. Recon Bull trying to gain more and more information. It gets denied. The Recon Bull just get destroyed there. Anadi Army's Jet trying to gain a bit more information with the Marshal trying to take picks, but that's not going to work in the favor as there's no player trying to be a bit more aggressive. There's going to be the exchange of shock darts as well, but no damage being exchanged. Gravity well. Aura is trying his level best to gain more information and push players to their death, but that's not going to be the case. And a quick rotation comes in as well. The attackers going in towards the B side is something that I'm witnessing. But look at the Sova. He's still holding that position with the hope of any backstab coming in his way. But so is the case with defenders. They have already rotated towards the C side. I mean, they are not sure of B because there's no player holding to the B side. Now, that is something they need to be careful about, but that's a quick brain play. Another army again going in towards the C side, and there's no player inside C side. If they get a quick quick
30 seconds left.
site under their control. If they get the site under their control, there's gonna be a lot of chaos for the sides of Reckoning Esports right now. And Anadi Army got the site for themselves. The spike, it's not been initiated yet with the help of Gravity. Well, it will be difficult for the sides of Reckoning Esports to enter the side, but Aura, the smoke she just did, she is just waiting inside that. She's just waiting for an opportunity that's gonna be. It's gonna be the best thing, and if that happens, you know, right? Aura is already there. Nari Army's jet takes on Bad Love. That's gonna be one clear done, and that's gonna be the second one. B10 goes down, 3K, Rio goes down as well. Harsh takes down the jet, but he got 3K for himself. Already Aura trying to be a bit more aggressive. To look behind, that's gonna be a shotty taking Aura down. Pixel takes down Aura, a 2.
Last player standing.
We have lost it on Pixel. Technically, Esports losing this match for them has enter the side, but no, couldn't capitalize over the entire situation, and that's gonna be the second round rolling in for the sides of Anadi Army. 2 rounds back to back. Anadi Army got their hands on, but right now Reckoning Esports got full buy for themselves, and this could change situation opposite. I guess Rambo, again you are in shock.
Well, I am probably in shock, but here we are. I mean, they are the defending side. I mean, they don't have the proper weapons to play around with. They just need some momentum to kickstart this game back in their favor. And here we are, a full buy coming in from the defending front. Heavy armors, heavy weapons invested on bad guns. Quite aggressive. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Coming out of Anya going down. Early kill on hill advantage for the defenders, but Chamber, but Cypher's very low on his HP, and Price is going to be taking on Deadly. That's going to be opening up the garage side, and garage is opened up, and the defenders are rotating in, trying to play this safe. Oh, that's going to be a pick coming in there. Price playing competitive on the garage. He's trying to push in, but that's going to be his end. Victor's going to end his life then and there. Paradox going to be pushing on towards mid and the B side. Oh, this is going to be bad luck. It's gonna be one. Can he take another one? Oh, he's practicing. Oh, he got one. He got 2. And that is at long. This man never fails to amaze me. I've seen him play since last season all the way to this one. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Bad Love getting that beautiful side hold. 3 consecutive back-to-back kills in his name. A flash, which was not the best of timing, but he made it count.
He definitely did. That's gonna be 1-2 scoreline that we have right now. But again, talking about the ultimates ready, we have the Jet ready with the Blade Storm. Now this
Get out of my way!
Pink, a bit from the likes of players, but the players got suppressed and their presence even got detected. That's gonna be Deadly trying to be a bit more deadly and aggressive right now. But will he be able to punish someone, or will he get punished is gonna be the questions. We have the Jet on the knives ready. Now, will this change the thing is going to be the biggest question that we have with the B side trying to gain it under control. Harsh knows that there's one player, Trust, exactly right outside the C. But with the camera, he gains more information, and that's where the player KJ will be forced to go behind. But right now, he's trying his level best to get a bit of beautiful angle for himself and be a bit more safe. But look at his position. Look at how he could change things. It was timing. That was not his best friend, and that's how Deadly goes down. Aura takes him down. That's 1 player loss already from the side of Reckoning. They need to be careful. Tries take down 2. That's going to be Pixel and Harsh. They were not sure of the player holding the position for so long.
Last player standing.
Right now, Rio even goes down, and that's going to be Bad Love, the last surviving player. A lot of air is all he needs
30 seconds
right
left.
now. 91 HP is all that he got. Lost trying to plant the spike right now, but he'll be giving it to Paradox for the plant. His location is being compromised. He takes down 1. He can take down the second one as well. Yes, the second one goes down. That's going to be a perfect headshot. The second goes down. That's a 3K. Bad Love. Just take it bigger and bigger. Aura's location is being compromised, and with the flash he can.
One enemy remaining.
The fourth one will be an ace. The last surviving player. No, it is not. That's going to be the Jet taking down Bad Love. But what a beautiful play was Bad Love. First round 3K, second round 4K. What a phenomenal play.
No, come on, man. He had it. I mean,
Almost.
this man never fails to. He just never fails to impress me each and every time. Bad luck, last man standing. He can cause a whole lot of chaos for anyone at any time. He almost had that. Imagine the amount of panic that would have kicked in for the attackers at that point of time. Who knew you would get quick consecutive kills like that? But here we are, the next round, fight coming in from the defenders. A lot of creds that they have. The attackers, defenders are really broke. They are going buying sheriffs and like armors to play this defensive position. Pushes coming in here from the mid. I mean, attackers have not yet finalized where they are going to be pushing. Oh, that would have been a beautiful connect, but Harsh misses the shot. Oh, and Pixel's going to be trying to get that dink on. Not going to be doing much, and that's going to be Aura walking away with bad love. Well, and that's going to be Spot coming in from Rio. Spike not yet decided where they are going to be pushing, and nope, they're going to be choking their way towards the A site right now. Aura holding a competitive angle, can get the best of this fight if the defender peeks out. If Rio peeks out right now, it's going to be a game for Aura. Aura can get this one round, but Aura is going to be using his ultimate. That is not going to end well if Rio pushes out right now. Oh, he does not! He's holding this. Oh, here he gets it. He's getting a weapon as well, but Pixel.
Last player standing.
Now we have it. Last
Spike
man standing.
planted.
It's going to be Pixel. Last man standing. 1v4 is what it has to be. Oh, that is going to be sad. The smoke goes in the wrong time, and that is going to be the fourth round for the attackers. 4v1 on the board.
Nadi army. They're looking strong right now. They're looking deadly, I would say, the way they have been performing. But I wouldn't just predict the scoreline so early, because we know, right, what happened in the previous match was something that just shocked all of us. So right now, I'll be just waiting for the very first half to come to an end and then decide on what is exactly going to happen. But right now, what is happening is a split from the sides of an Nadi army.
Keep
Two
them
players
cornered.
in the front of A. I mean, that's three or four players. Okay, that three players out of A, but the spike is going towards the C side, and now that is something that can get them the C side completely open. Yes, the C side is completely open out there. The Cypher still holding the garage, and so is the case with Omen. B side completely left open. Players at A making a lot of noise and confusing all the defenders out there with the help of Ultron. The location of Jet will be called out and will be compromised, so they need to be careful before doing anything. But look at the spike. Astra and Sova got the C side completely open, but they need to be careful of their location getting compromised or them going down, because if the Astra goes down, that's a spike down, and it can be a round for the sides of Reckoning. But what will happen is going to be the biggest question that we have right now. Cage is still holding the B side, waiting for
Spike down A.
Going to be an operator shot. Done beautifully. Jet enters the side, takes down Deadly well now. And this Fury takes down Lost as well. That's going to be one kill. Lost Anton completely, but the Jet's location will be compromised, and that's going to be a lot of difficulty for the entire team. But they have lost 3 players, and they need to be careful.
30 seconds left.
Nadi with the spike is not in their favors, and that's going to be the biggest problem that they have. Plus,
One enemy remaining.
takes down Rio. Bad Love takes down Jet. That's going to be the one last surviving player is KJ. Now, what will the KJ do? Spike, yes, the KJ has her hands on Spike, but
10 seconds left.
that will know if the answer. Bad Love takes him down, and again a 3k from Bad Love, a 3k, a 4k, and a 3k, a total of 10 kills with 4 deaths. Now Bad Love just going for something very huge.
All right, so this is going to be a tech pause has been called upon, and these guys are going to be going up ahead with that pause. But looking at the stats, and let's see what these guys have up in regulation. Bad Love with 10 frags. Deadly yet to start his account, going on with 6 deaths, but 1 frag. He probably he has some issue on his side. I think a probable restart should solve that on his end. Well, on the other side, Lost going with 2 kills to 3 deaths, still manageable scoreline. But looking at all the deaths of the attackers, these guys have actually got the game in check. As a defender, your priority would be to get at least 5 rounds in check. And of course, what better time to ask our production guy? Production guy, do you have any Easter eggs for this map? I mean, I've seen the dragon outside C, but if that's what he's saying, maybe I'm disappointed.
Oh,
Come on, man, you gotta be better than that. That's not the dragon you got, right? You got any Easter eggs? Hold on. He says there's gonna be a secret room. Can we speed up to that? Wait. Hold on. Hold a minute. Hold on a minute.
Oh.
All right. Where are the dolls, man? I thought you're gonna find us something, but yeah, I mean, that's just that. Now we're back in the game. You got a few more seconds, dude. You gotta find the doll. You gotta find the doll. Quick, 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 quick. Where's the doll? Where's the doll? Oh, come on,
Ow.
man. He has no doll. That's sad. Then I'll you back into the game. We've got 4-2 on the scoreline. Timer being called off. It is going to be back in action. We are going to be seeing a different playstyle coming in from the attackers because they've actually managed to push towards mid. A choke point coming in from the Jet. Deadly. He has all the information to rule out the C side and B side at the same time because now that they have this information, look at the choke point, guys. This is not going to be ending well for the attackers. They are caught off guard. Here we are. A fight in the A side. Defenders already in rotation. They're going to be one. Deadly takes down Anyak. Jet taking down Jet. That's going to be bad. Trying to push onto the A side right now. Spike planted.
You should run.
4v5 scenarios. Astra very low in HP. Paradox holding the under angle. Can he make this one count? Oh, he gets spotted, and that is going to be Killjoy using his ultimate. Oh, the time.
Off your feet!
Right now, but can he make that one count? Oh, this could be. Oh, the flash does work. Harsh is going to be doing that trade. Not diffuse. Attackers converting this round in their favor. Harsh. And standing here.
One enemy remaining.
Can he make this round count for his team? He's going to be tagged a little bit. It's a 1v2 scenario.
Standing ahead.
His best friend. He's going to be walking away because he knows time is not his best friend. And there we have it, folks. 5th round on the board. Defenders had this in their, but they did not expect the Killjoy's ultimate to stop them.
Well, the lockdown changed a lot of things, and we can see that clearly on our screens right now. 2-5, the scoreline, ladies and gentlemen, that we do have right now. It's gonna be interesting to witness on what is gonna happen because, you know, if you see, we have the Astra ready with her ultimate as well, and you know, right, Astra's ultimate is a kind of big problem for the opponent teams, and if they invest onto it, it can be one more round for the sides of attackers. But will that be the case is going to be the biggest question that we do have right now. The attack going for a hard directly on the C side with the dash. Instead goes side. That's a beautiful shot. Side is all in the hands of Nadia. Army takes down the second one as the lost takes down Pixel. 3 players lost already. Reckoning Esports to a lot of difficulties. Deadly.
Spike planted.
A deadly combination or no is going to be the biggest question.
Last player standing. Flawless.
One more player done. Rio is also done, and trusted. That was a pretty quick round for the sides of Anadi Army. 6th round, ladies and gentlemen, rolling in for the sides of Anadi Army and Reckoning Esports. 2 rounds. Yes, they got it for themselves, but they need to be careful. But look what our production guy is showing us out there. It feels like he's a bit confused, but Rambo.
Hey, here we are. We are back. I mean, this is going to be 2-6 on the scoreline. Could it be a 6-on-6 half? I don't think so, because the defenders right now, they don't have the economy to buy anything. All they have are sheriff, no armor. One light armor is all that they have. Push coming onto mid right now. They are trying to engage onto this mid position. No kills whatsoever. But a C push coming in here with double speed, Harsh, only man standing. These guys are on fire. They are pushing into the side. They want to get this round towards the C, but has been called. Jet spots the rotation. Here's the sound cue. He's going to be playing it safe, going playing on mid. Oh, trust. He also hears the sound cue, so he's going to be giving that information to his team. So they know that they have pushed from the other sides towards the C side. So C is slowly being ruled out. They are trying to rotate to a different side. They are trying to take another side. A lot of noise being made towards mid, causing the defenders to suspect a mid push coming in. Probably could be the round for the attack. Oh, beautiful kill coming on. Deadly going down. It's gonna be a beautiful push from the attackers holding on to the street side right now. A lot of defenders holding on to this position, but not doing enough weapons.
Player standing. Flawless.
It's all down. Bad luck, and bad luck goes down to the 2-7 is where we are right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Flawless. The 7th round rolling in, and yes, I did see this timeout coming from the sides of Reckoning Esports, and that's going to be a timeout from Pixels. Now, they needed this timeout the most. The momentum that is getting built by the sides of Anadi Army is getting Reckoning Esports into a lot of trouble. Steadily, he is being a bit more aggressive, I would say. Now, what happened in the previous round was Deadly just came out of that garage section and he got punished for that. There was one player lost, the second one as well went down there, and that's how things are getting difficult for the sides of Reckoning Esports. But right now, they need rounds for themselves, because if by any chance the sides of Anadi Army gets 3 rounds more, you know what is gonna happen, right, Rambo?
Well, for now, looking at where we are, it is the defensive side. It is
Yep.
it is a side where these guys need to understand that getting a couple of rounds, getting 5 rounds could it could very well help them out to go in the attacking front as well. But 5 rounds, if they get 5 rounds, I think they are very well in the game. They can still fight back. But are they going to be getting that? Because right now, having 7 rounds with the attacking side, you gotta win back-to-back rounds to walk in that direction.
Well, yes, that is
Keep up.
going to be the case, definitely. But 4 seconds before we hop into the next round, directly 2-7 is the scoreline, ladies and gentlemen, that we do have right now. And the presence get detected. That's going to be the players being suppressed, and that directly means that you cannot use your abilities and utilities for a while. But right now,
I got the
they
spike.
are trying to push towards the B and the garage. But you know that's a B. That's a B. Aura will be holding back a position, trying to get some picks for the team out there. But will he be able to do that is going to be the biggest question that we do have right now. Paradox is trying
You
to
are
enter the side.
divided!
He needs to be careful about the trap he needs, and that's going to be the investment of Cosmic Divide as well. Now, this is something that I was telling you
Spike
a while
planted.
ago. Now that Cosmic Divide has been invested, it is going to get very difficult for the sides of Reckoning to enter the site and search for the fuse. He has entered the site. Here he is trying to go for a defuse, but now what's going to happen is going to be the biggest question. He can go impossible, but Bad Love takes on one player. Aura takes on Pixel. Paradox takes on Bad Love. It's going to be players still not exactly in his front. Hush.
Last player
That's all
standing.
he needs to do, but Aura takes down Hush. Now, without player surviving, Neo cannot do anything more. And there goes the 8th round for the sides of Anadi Army. Reckoning Esports losing rounds back to back is going to cause
I mean,
a lot.
for a second there, they had it. They just have to stick
Yep.
it.
Yep.
They stuck it. They could have got that. The smoke was in their favor. The opponent's utility was in their favor, but they did not convert that round. I don't think they had the idea what happened. But right now we are going in for another tech pause. I think Hush has an issue with his system, but he's going to be back in just a bit. Taking a look at the scoreline, I mean, it doesn't seem good for Reckoning, but knowing the potential of Reckoning, these guys can pull it back. But I just don't know what's missing with them. A mojo, something is missing with them. These guys are not in momentum. They are not in synergy. They are missing shots left, right. Bad Love is the only player I've seen clock a lot of kills right now. Looking at Deadly, he's still been Deadly, Rio, and Pixel, 3 players who I've seen ace it in the tournament, yet to open their accounts. These guys, something is missing. It's just that I believe in them. I think they are going to be coming back. But on the Army, you guys are brilliantly holding this map to your side. 8-2 scoreline. All you gotta do is get a couple of more rounds, get that lead, get a beautiful lead, and of course, walk home victorious on this best of 1.
I mean, Deadly with 2 kills now. That is something that is pretty shocking, right? And
I wouldn't say shocking. I mean, you won't expect everyone to have a good day, but
Yeah,
something seems
obviously.
missing. Something seems missing with their touch. They just need to get it back in check. Just need to understand that this is a best of 1. So if you lose this, you are out. So,
they really need to be careful. But right now, we are heading towards the next round. 9th round. Will it be for the Anadi Army or the 3rd round for the sides of Reckoning Esports? The biggest question. Yes, the players suppress. No. I doubt there's a bit more aggressive. His location gets compromised. Did not do that. Trust goes down. Oh, Trust takes down Pixel. My bad, Rio. Again, a bit more aggressive is what we have, but
Right there.
he needs to go back. That's gonna be the flashpoint, taking him into a lot of difficulties. Jet is ready to dash inside the side, but will the players give them the side entry? Is gonna be the biggest question that we have right now. Rick and Bolt just trying to give more and more information of the players, and with the help of our drone, we'll be trying to check the corners as well. That is the biggest question. Paradox takes down Bad, and dusted. Jet takes down the
One
double
enemy
gang, and
remaining.
That's gonna be one more player done and dusted. Rio goes down. Paradox will be taking him down. That's gonna be the Harsh. Last man surviving. Yes, he has his neural threat to walk
Spike
around with,
planted.
but investigating
Flawless.
himself right now wouldn't be a right decision, as he just had one, sheriff to work around with, and
Last
that's
round
done
before the
and dusted.
switch.
One more round going into the hands of Anadi army. Rambo right now. It's just one round to hit the double-digit mark for the sides of Anadi army. What are your takes on that? What do you think that is going to happen?
I mean, it should, given that these guys are on a spree, that they can get this round in their favor as well. But considering the opponents are reckoning, and right now looking at their economy, that they're heavily invested onto heavy armors, and this time they have been saving some reserve cash for investment on utilities. It's going to be. It's gonna cause an impact right now, and here we are. Quick push coming in here from
Blocking
the
side.
A side. Right now.
Off your feet!
Oh, this is. Oh, it's gonna be an early kill coming out deadly. Oh, momentum is back with reckoning. Man, advantage for the defenders. They are gonna be taking this off. They're gonna be. Oh, a lot of information here. Can it be a clean kill?
Spike down, C.
This
One
is
enemy
realistic.
remaining.
This is what I expected from this man. He is back in action.
Where is
These guys are
everyone
clocking in.
hiding?
Could this be too late for them to come back into fury? And here we are, lost in the light, and that is going to be deadly. Getting paradox and reckoning, getting that last down as expected.
Switching sides.
What's that last conversion? Did they come back into the game way too late? Do they have time for a convert? They have to win. They have to win 6 rounds back to back to get back to a scoreline. I mean, what's gonna happen?
I wouldn't be jinxing it more, but we have heard about 9-3 happening, right? We have heard about it a lot. I don't know if this really works or no, but let's just see. I mean, we got a chance to experiment. Anadi army is just one round away from getting the double digits onto their line, whereas 3 rounds is what Reckoning has got for themselves. Right now, it's a time to experiment whether the 9-3 curse works or no, really. But the next round, ladies and gentlemen, yes, it has started. It's going to be a pistol round. The one to get this round gets an advantage on the next round, so they need to be really careful. Deadly trying to be a bit more. Deadly needs to be careful. 68 HP is all that he got. He gets loaded, and that's Aura taking him down. One player lost. Already done. Pulling them in. Aura is using his gravity well to pull players, and his position has already been compromised. Besides the Reckoning Esports, they have been forced to push back and not to aggress towards the C side, but looking at where Jet is holding right now, it can be a quite big loss if they decide to go towards the A side. But right now, the decision is towards the B side, whereas the Cypher is holding still the C side. The edges, the corners is what he is holding right now. Reckoning Esports, they need to get this round into their favors by hook or by crook. Bad Love still holding back that position. It's going to be a slow push. Ayan, I guess his location has not been compromised yet. He's just waiting for a perfect moment. Will it happen or no? Players are right exactly in his front. He takes one. He's ready to dash, but no, he couldn't dash, and that's going to be Pixels trading him off. 4 versus 3 situation.
30 seconds left.
Attackers are not yet inside the side. They really need to be careful. Harsh is trying to enter the side, but
Here.
I doubt he is. Oh, that's the turret giving him all the information. Trust me, with this information, he got that information.
One enemy remaining.
The third one as well. That's going to be Anadi already hitting 2 digits, ladies and gentlemen. Reckoning Esports. It was a small mistake not checking the corners, and it costed them the entire round out there. 3-10 the scoreline.
This is going to be. I really don't have the energy to process this, but these guys are the champions of our last season. These guys are the champions of our previous season of the NVIDIA GeForce Esports Festival featuring Valorant. Right now we are down to 10-3, 7-round difference in the map full pick of Haven. Can they win this under regulation, or are we going to be pushing this to an overtime out of regulation? This is going to be answered in just a bit. A push coming in here for the A side. I don't see any investment of weapons whatsoever with the attackers. These guys are broken. They cannot invest in anything right now. Defenders having a lot of weapons. 3 defenders in the A side scavenging for information. Lot of leaks happening here. Defenders pushing all the way outside.
Flash out!
Oh, no. That's flash. Beautiful flash, but Harsh is able to convert. Rio is going to be going
Spike
down.
down A.
But lost way ballistic. Bad Luck taking him down. A 3v2 scenario. doable, but considering a
Spike
backstab
planted.
this
One enemy remaining.
going to be what had to be as well. Anyan, he is going to be pressing that W for his win. 11 rounds on the board for team. Nadiami. Like I said before this game, when I even said the score could be 30, I also mentioned that I am not going to be ruling out Nadiami as such, because I have seen these guys play a different game from their CS days, but knowing that these guys can pull something out of the hat, this is what I meant. They can pull something out of the hat.
I'm speechless. 3-11, the scoreline that none of us expected. I'm not saying that Team Reckoning Esports cannot do a comeback. I mean, I've seen these players play right.
No. You jinxed it. You jinxed it.
I mean, it's not me who gets blamed out here. But right now, jokes apart, heading towards the next round directly. Deadly again, trying to be a bit more aggressive. Right now, slow and steady. Goes inside the side. The Predator will be giving all the information. Needs to be careful. He cannot dash inside the side. Lost is with that judge, ready to judge the players out there. Will he be successful in doing that? It's going to be the biggest question that we do have, ladies and gentlemen. The A site is where the eyes are of the attackers right now with the help of Owl Drone. They are trying to gain in for more information, but no, that is not going to be the case. And that's a rotation now. All the players have decided to rotate and go towards the C site. I mean, not exactly C, but they are still holding. They are still waiting for the right time. Time is something they need to be really, really careful about. 50 seconds on board is all that they got. Seaside is something that they are looking forward to, and so is the case with defenders. But who is going to be the first one to win in this match? It's going to be the case. Bad luck takes on Paradox. That's going to be one player done, and that's it from the side of Fanari RB. They are trying to get the site under their control, but the site is completely under the controls of Reckoning Esports.
Spike planted.
Now, what is going to happen is going to be the biggest question that I do have right now. It can be the 4th round rolling in for the sides of Reckoning, but will that be the case? Bad Love, his location gets compromised. He is down, and that's it completely. So is the case. He goes down. 2 players down, and that's the 3rd one goes down. As but the last surviving, no, there's 2. There's 2. Well, there's
last player standing.
Pixel takes down Long.
One enemy remaining.
Kiara takes down Harsh. A 1 versus 1 situation. Time is the only opponent that we do have right now. Pixels. Just 1 pixel was enough for Aura to take him down. He takes him down. Fight gets refused. It's a clutch. And the match point, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I mean, I'm shocked.
I did not expect that last pick to come from Pixel. I mean, something was off. They have a tech issue. They have a mic issue going on with the attacking front. They are going to be going in for a tech pause right now. These guys are just going to be calling that pause really quick. But right, looking at what's happening, it just seems that Reckoning. It just seems that Reckoning are just letting this slip right now. Battle of 14 frags with 12 deaths. I mean, Rio's all the way down with 2 frags and then 13 deaths. A lot of pressure on their shoulders. I am not going to blame them. No, every day is not a best day for them, but they are playing their hearts out. They are trying their best. Beautiful stunts coming in them. I see beautiful 1v4s, 1v5s happening here with Reckoning. These guys all in a fight, but the mojo just missed out. 12-3 is where we are. These guys need to win 9 consecutive rounds to push this out of regulation all the way to an overtime, and then possibly a win, or possibly another overtime. Well, time's gonna tell right now, because the last round in check. I mean, Reckoning are desperate. They don't have any critics, but still investing on the battles and light armor. They are desperate to get this round in their favor. Oh wait! Oh, Omen uses his teleport, and he is going to be getting that A side for his team, and they are going to be going in for a plant in the A side right now, and the A side is compromised. Defenders trying their level best to find out what's happening. A side, they are trying to go for it. They are trying to play this to perfection. And here we are. Oh, it is a 3-on-3 situation. Defenders can pull this one back. Astra. Very low from the defending front. Bad luck. Has to make the shots connect. Heaven. Backstab coming in from all different sides. Oh, there's quick trades coming from Pixels. 2-on-2 scenario.
One enemy remaining.
The end of
This.
they are taking it for it.
Last player standing.
Around down there. You have it. Rio last minute fight coming in from Neo is going to be pulling them back to a 4th round. Still a huge road ahead. You got to win 8 rounds back to back to push this out of regulation. I mean, sheesh.
Still doable, I would say. I'd probably say that again and again because it's Reckoning Esports and we have seen these players performing. But as I said, Anadi Army doing a phenomenal job out here. Codes well, the scoreline, ladies and gentlemen, that we have right now. Reckoning Esports into a do or die situation. Now, if I talk about Anadi Army, they got the lockdown, they got the Blade Storm, and the Cosmic Divide as well.
Get out of my way!
On the other side, if I talk about Reckoning Esports, they got their Hunter's Fury to work around with. Now, who is going to win is the biggest question because it's just a best of 1. You win this match, you get victorious. If you don't, that's it. That's done for you in this entire journey. So they need to be careful. But talking about what's happening right now is the push going in towards the A site, I guess, because Sova is still waiting near to the C site, but the players and the Spike has already decided to rotate towards the A site, where you can see the Jet going towards the C. That's a complete site open. Just a Jet you need to fight with to get the site under your control. But will that be the case? The Jet, that's Ayan on his Blade Storms. Now you know how deadly these Blade Storms can be if you hit a head perfectly. Now that's something that's a bit confusing, but the Doppelganger Blade Storms is something that I'm looking forward to because the other Jet is also on her Blade Storm. The push is still at a
30
complete
seconds
peace
left.
and there's nothing more happening. But with the smokes of Omen, the visions will be completely denied to the sides of Ayan, and the attackers have already entered the side. Bad luck. Spike is being planted.
Spike
Well,
planted.
yes, the Spike is down. A 5 versus 5
Right here.
retakes. His Hunter's Fury investment is not going to do anything but deadly takes down Ayan. That's going to be the Doppelganger taking him down. One player goes down completely. Attackers, it's still doable. It can be the 5th round for them, but will it be is going to be the biggest question. Paradox trying to enter the site. There's one player in the corner. Deadly. They need to be careful about Deadly. Spots down one. Takes out one. The second one goes down as well. Situation going up the hands of second neutral right now. Bad luck takes on first. All takes on bad luck. Paradox still trying to stick
One enemy remaining.
for that diffuser. Takes down Hard. The last player. Paradox takes down Rio, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. That's it.
Time!
No time. Oh god.
And
That's the Spike detonated, and that's the 5th round. Time is the only
Alright,
thing that you
so-
need right now.
So,
Oh my
okay,
god.
and, I mean, not to process this right now, but looking at what Reckoning is, they're pulling things that's out of the hat. This is not their strat. They are trying to do whatever they can with whatever the credits that they have. Looking at what they've bought, it's pretty much sad to see that they've invested scrambled buys, but if they can make it work, it is what it is. They have to get that 6th round. They gotta
Take
get
flight.
They've got to get 7 more rounds in their name if they wanted to push out of regulation right now. They are targeting the B side right now. Utility is being used. Presence is detected for Paradox. He is going to be caught off guard in this side, but quick rotate being called off. They know that their weapon is in this flooding. They don't have that kind of weapons to win in a head-on-head fight. They are going to be trying to get this out of garage, but Paradox realizes the push isn't going to be coming anytime soon, so he's going to be holding back that utility. He wants to use it when time is right. Harsh on the other side managed to get one pick off, and that is going to be an angle, a beautiful angle. Oh, I am going to be taken down. Rio, no, he's going to be taken deadly as well. Huge man disadvantage for the attackers. But even if one defender goes down, I think Cypher can use his ultimate to find out where the last few people are, and that's all that he's looking for. He is just waiting for that competitive angle, that competitive pick. He is gonna be trying to push the garage position. Aura on the other side, he's gonna be tucked in, nice and safe with Trust
Bomb
here.
grenade out.
Oh, he takes
30
one.
seconds left.
Trust is a man
One
who can-
enemy
Oh,
remaining.
I
Spike
think
down,
it's,
C.
Yep, I feel it's gonna be a show over for Reckoning, but Harsh, he reveals his position, and he's gonna be thinking down the smoke. 10 points of that is gonna be the end of Reckoning. Our
Defenders
champions,
win.
ladies and gentlemen. Our champions. Let me remind you, our champions for the previous season, Reckoning Esports, have been taken down by a naughty army. You guys have bested one of the best teams in the communities right now. You gotta feel proud about that, guys, because this game was amazing. 13-5 is a scoreline that I was not expecting to go uh, in regulation, but here we are. What a game! What a match! Because
Amazing.
let's take this whole season into perspective. Day one, we had the knife, we had an ace, we had an overtime going in. All of this happened in day number one, wherein last season it happened in day number all the way to 15 days after live streams, and that was the end of the tournament. And looking back at it right now, our champions of last season, Reckoning, getting kicked out before they enter the quarterfinals. That is something that I did see that I did not see happening. A game before this, True Rippers, a team known to be deadly, a team who pushed through all the boundaries in our last season, fighting on a 13-10.
It's shocking, Rambo. It's really shocking to witness all this happening right now. But I'm I'm still in shock. I mean, Reckoning Esports, as you said, they have been the champions of the previous tournament, and right now they are. I mean, they are not even gonna play the quarters. I would say that's really shocking
I
for
mean,
me right now.
I wouldn't say everyone has the best of days, but Reckoning, you guys
Yeah,
played your hearts out. I love the way Bad Love played. I trusted him, and yup, he delivered. Man was deadly. I saw beautiful plays coming from him. A beautiful, almost getting an ace on spot. But hey, it is what it is. Reckoning has to go home with Nadi Army pushing on to the semifinals tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot more action coming your way. Drops are enabled on our live streams. A huge shout out to our sponsors, NVIDIA, GeForce India, Colorful Tech India, Crucial by Micron. A huge shout out to you guys for to make this event happen. If you guys are in need of a storage device, check out our Crucial range of SSDs and hard disks in their inventory. They got a cool sale going on right now. You guys are going to drop one of the links in the description and check out the deals from Crucial. And of course, if you are in need to experience RTX power in game, drop on into the Colorful store, check out what Colorful has to offer in their wide range of RTX GPUs and iGame systems. It was a brilliant day casting with you, Dodge, but of course, everything that needs to come to an end. We are going to be jumping in tomorrow for quarterfinal number one, and let's see what the games are. Oh, well, are yet to receive the game sheet for tomorrow. So, yeah, I mean, we'll be posting.
surprise.
Make sure you tune into our socials, NVIDIA, GeForce, India, Fave Gaming. Make sure you're tuned in. And of course, signing off for today's live stream is going to be myself, Nitin Ramba Kamlesh. Darsh, any takeaways for the day?
Be there tomorrow is all I gotta say, because we are expecting something and different is happening. So do expect the unexpected. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take say a goodbye to you guys so that we can say a hi tomorrow. So thank you so much everyone for being on the stream. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good day.